Hey, hi, hello, my name is Amy Prokopis and I am an author. I write books like the young adult science fiction romance, The Arena, and the young adult fantasy romance series, Guardians of the Sixth Gate. Welcome to my channel. I am filming this on May 30th because I'm doing a lot of prep for the next month. That's what that's called, the next month. And today is actually the release day, speaking of Shade of the Shadowlands. So if you did not know, Shade of the Shadowlands is book 2 in my fantasy romance series, Guardians of the Sixth Gate. It is a trilogy. Book 3, which is called Mistress of Shadows, will be out in the fall. But here is book 2. Go check it out. If you like the Vampire Diaries meets Supernatural, that kind of vibes with Greek-inspired mythology plot, you will love this book. But that is not what this video is about, so let's get on to the elephant in the room, or the outdoors, which is, why am I doing this? If you are familiar with my channel, and if you're not familiar with my channel, then I will tell you, I am a distance runner. I like marathons. I have run 3 half marathons. I actually have a pretty fast half marathon time, at least the last time I ran it. I don't remember it on an hour 45. I think it was an hour 45, but either way, I like marathons and I have done a bit of marathon training. I have not yet completed a marathon because life got in the way. I found out I was pregnant in the middle of marathon training, and I decided trying to do a new distance running routine was maybe not conducive to also being pregnant. I will say, just as a disclaimer, talk with your doctor. You can train heavy, you can lift heavy, you can run really, really far while you are still pregnant. It all depends on your body, your routine, and your health plan with your doctor. So do not think that you cannot do those things even though you are pregnant. But I had not done marathon training, so I dropped it. So that is why I dropped marathon training. This is getting really, really rambly. Let's get back on track. So with that little bit of background, I am a very sporty individual. Like I said, I'm a distance runner. I'm in pretty good shape now, but I have not run consistently since about before 2023. Holy crap. And I used to be really good. I used to run 4 days a week, again, distance running. So I was running up to like 15 miles every single week, about, sometimes more. In the height of my training, it would be more like 23, 24. But I have not run even a mile in quite some time. And since being a distance runner, carrying muscle is not something that is super, super easy for me. I used to be really muscular because I was a cheerleader throughout my youth. I did competitive cheerleading. I was primarily a base, which means I lifted people. So lifting 100-pound girls into the air for routines was pretty normal. I was also a tumbler, and so I developed abs just naturally from tumbling a lot. And that is a bit of my background. I also played volleyball, and so my leg muscles have always been my largest muscle group. My glutes, my quads, my thighs, all of that was my primary muscle groups. But like I said, I have not run in a very long time. I have not even done any kind of exercise consistently at all in 2023. And I wanted to get back to that because 1, I miss it a lot. 2, I really want to get back into my running routine. And while I am too busy to really run marathons these days, although I'd like to get back to that point eventually, I just want to get to a point where I am running and gaining muscle and am overall in a pretty fit state. So that is a little bit of my reasoning behind doing the Chloe Ting 2023 Summer Challenge. I have done Chloe Ting's workouts in the past, although I have never completed any of her programs, but I do enjoy them. And I want to use them this month in June as a way to jumpstart back into a running routine. So I would like to say that some of my progress is going to be a tad skewed because I'm not just planning on doing only Chloe Ting. I'm also not only planning on eating better and like having a healthier diet, although that is also something that we're working on here in the Prokopis household, but I am also going to be running. So I'll be doing Chloe Ting's workouts and also trying to get some runs in, probably not be able to get my normal 4 in every single week, but I just want to get back into a running state and gain a little bit of muscle mass along the way and hopefully maintain that for the future. So that is my rationale, my reasoning, why I am doing this, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes really well, but I'm going to take you guys along for the ride, so I will definitely keep you updated. Gosh, look at all my makeup. That was only one of the workouts. Today there was the warm-up, the HIIT, standing HIIT, the abs workout, and a cool down. I stopped halfway through the cool down to do some of my own stretches that work better for my muscles because some of my runners' muscles, like my calves, get really, really tense after activity and they start to seize. So I did some special stretches for that. But I did do the warm-up, and I don't usually do the warm-up. It is optional for this program. Usually with Chloe Ting videos, I skip the warm-up. I don't like them, but I actually really enjoyed this warm-up. So I did that. The HIIT wasn't too bad. The abs weren't too bad. There were a couple places where like I just haven't worked them out in a long time. Since being a mom, this is no flex. This is flex. There is a little bit of muscle in here. You can kind of see, although the lighting sucks, but like right through here, there's a little bit. So that was the first one. I realized that I did not film before I started, and I did not do like a before and after, and I do have some reasons why. So I am doing this to get back into a running routine. So I'm trying to gradually get back into running shape. That's the goal here. I'm not looking to lose any kind of weight. I'm looking to maybe gain a little bit of muscle and then gain more in the future. That is a goal of mine, but I'm not interested in like changing my physique. Of course it's going to change just throughout this program because I'm running more and I'm back to working out, but we'll just do this for fun, I guess. And I'll talk to you guys. I'll just talk kind of loud because I'm back here. So again, I'm not looking to shut off any pounds. There's my tummy again. Let's roll that up real high. So there's that. I do have a little bit of extra weight in the front than normal. I used to be 130 pounds and now I'm closer to 140, I think, 150 even. So I have gained a little bit of weight, and it's also been a long day. It's the end of the day, so I'm also bloated from the whole day. It is now 5:51. I like to work out in the afternoons so that I can work out my stress. I said in that reasons why I'm doing this clip that the entire reason is for stress relief. I feel really good when I work out, and I've been really, really tense. So I like working out after a really long day of work. It helps me get rid of all the stress so that I can hop in bed later and go to sleep, and I sleep amazing. But for this challenge, just because of some logistics, because it's blazing hot here in Oklahoma, I will have to wake up early some mornings to do some of my workout just because it's when it fits best. So, look at that. Let's go.
club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music, energies like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us, it's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us, it's all about us. There's magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. Got chills down my back, you do it right. The way you're holding me, no, I don't want this moment to stop. No need to fight.
That was the end of week 1. All right, so I already feel like I have a whole lot more energy. I felt that after day 1, and I knew I would, but I'm starting to notice the shape of my muscles that I remember from when I was running so heavily. I have not done any running in week 1. Let me just say that. For every day I did the warm-up, the 2 exercises, the 2 videos. I did not do the cool down. I did the first day, and I quickly decided that my muscles need kind of a different cool down because of some old running and volleyball injuries. So I do my cool downs that I'm used to, not the Chloe Ting ones. But I'm already feeling a lot better. This is not the prime angle because I'm a little small for this, but I'm feeling a lot better. I'm also feeling stronger. My only complaint, and I've kind of glanced ahead, is that I wish there was more arm exercises. The ab exercises do a certain amount because they're compound moves. Same thing, I'm noticing they do quite a bit for your shoulders. You can kind of see already that there's some shoulder muscles coming in just from the ab workouts, but I'm feeling pretty good. So let's get kind of a look. Let's move you guys to a different angle here. All right, I moved you guys, opened some windows. So here's what we're working with. Let me pull this up a bit. Here's what we're working with. I still have, again, I'm working up at the end of the day, so there's some water weight here, but I'm feeling a whole lot stronger. I will say I have diastasis recti, which is during pregnancy, as your stomach gets bigger and bigger, the ab muscles here separate out, and some women, it doesn't come all the way back together. So I have a little gap here, but you can already see that my abs are coming back through, especially here. Before, when I was running, especially when I was a cheerleader, I had abs of steel. So I'm ready for all that to come back. But one noticeable thing I've noticed, and even after day 2, is that I am getting a lot of muscle and quite a bit of exercise to my lower back, which is great because I am nearing 30 and my back hurts a lot. I have a lot of back issues. Some of it's just because of my job, sitting at a desk all the time, but I am learning that maybe I need to focus a lot more on this lower back area than what I have in the past. So, feeling good, ready for week 2. I think this is my favorite one. Curse me out and my weak ankles. I think this is my favorite one.
Day 8, done.
Day 9. Day 9 is done. Day 10. Yeah. Day 12, done. It is day 13. I'm feeling really strong. I'm starting to see like the shape return to my muscles that I'm used to with running. Today, I also integrated runs back into the routine. So I only ran a mile. So I dropped the Chloe Ting warm up. I did my run and then I moved back inside and I did the 30-minute high intensity thing. And that was today's workout. Sorry for forgetting to record it, but I'm feeling really good. I'm also wearing one of my favorite shirts running up that hill. And now I'm gonna shower, move on to writing things because I have a book to edit. Come do the workout with me. Day 15 is done. Yeah, done. All right, we need to talk about some things. Firstly, I have not done a very good job this week getting in the Chloe Ting workouts because I was on like a mini weekender vacation with my husband celebrating our anniversary. So was not super on top of things, but I have been doing better since. So let me explain. I have integrated runs into the workout. So I'm up to 1.5 mile long runs, which is like nothing for me historically, but I decided to start at ground zero and move up. My fitness is better than I thought. So the miles that I've been running this week, because I've only been doing a mile, were like easy peasy. I'm expecting this 1.5 mile run to also be pretty easy, even though it's the long run, so it's supposed to be more challenging. But I'm using these runs to gauge my fitness level and to build up as I go. Now let's take a little look at progress because I'm feeling really strong this morning and I'm looking good and I just want to show off a little bit. So first, here's kind of what we're working with. Let me pull this up. This is me not flexing, this is me flexing. I've always had pretty strong abdominal muscles. You can tell a little through here that I've had my son because things spread out from here. So they're not as like tense as they used to be, but doing the Chloe Ting workouts has helped to bring some of this back. I think most of the abs are not from the workout and are honestly just from me exercising and not and maybe like shredding a little bit of water weight. I think that's what this is, not so much the workout. I think that's what all of this is though, guys. So there's that. I've noticed the tone coming back to my legs, mostly from like my runs. So that has been good. But also I'm noticing some muscle definition in the arms. I will say I've cheated a little bit, and I'm finding that I wish these Chloe Ting workouts had a little bit more in the arm area. I know they're very much like a woman-centered workout, and women really like their midsection to be thinned out. And you know, like the booty's a really trendy thing right now, and your legs. And so arms are not really a focus for a lot of women, but I really wish that there was a little bit more in that for this workout. So I cheated, and I've been adding some arm workouts in every couple days. So I've been doing more push-ups, dips, triceps, like shoulder exercises. I think you can really tell the shoulder exercises I've been doing, but I'm feeling a lot stronger in those areas. So, yes, that's the progress so far. Again, have not been doing super great. I've missed a couple of the workouts, but we're on the upswing. So today is the 1.5 mile long run plus the, I don't remember what day I'm on, but one of the Chloe Ting workouts. Let's did the strength training, onto the run. We are into the final week of the Chloe Ting challenge, and I have not done a very good job this last week of filming any of the workouts. I did film some of them. Know that I did most of them. There was there were 2 days I missed, but one of those was a rest day. And then the other was a workout. I did miss a workout because of being on vacation, celebrating my anniversary, Father's Day, my birthday, all of that at once because it's the same weekend. So I did miss one, but I am happy to report that I have fully integrated into my running schedule again. So for me, let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. For me, I try to run 4 days a week. If I run too much more than that, it kind of destroys the bottom of my feet. I get plantar fasciitis, I think that's how you pronounce it, if I run too much. And I have to be really careful about stretching out that muscle. So I don't run more than 4 days a week. My plan moving forward is to integrate another gym day and do some heavy lifting with weights. And that is what I'm finding that I'm lacking now that I'm into week 4 of this program. I feel like I'm not getting enough from the workouts. I think I need to add some weight. So I may do that this week. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. I do have some resistance bands around here somewhere, so maybe that's what I do. But I feel like right now that's about all I'm missing, which is a good thing because in week 4 you should feel a whole lot stronger, and I do. I'm getting a lot of my muscle definition back. My arms have strengthened. I said, I think earlier in the vlog, that I've kind of cheated a little and added a little bit more arm workout because I felt like I needed it. So there is that. But for the most part, I have stuck to the workout plus done my runs on top of that. So week 4, let's go. Sorry, I have not been doing the best job of filming these workouts. I did them. I had to go and fix my camera because it said I was out of storage and I was not out of storage. And that took me part of yesterday. So I'm back. I did the workout yesterday. Gonna do the workout today. And now we have camera access, so I'll be able to film a ton more of it. Today is day 25. I also have my 2-mile run today, so we'll be doing that in a little bit. I think I'm gonna start with the Chloe Ting workout though, and then move to the 2-mile run because it is just a long run, so there's no like particular pace I have to keep. I'm just keeping whatever pace I need in order to run 2 miles in one sitting, essentially. So not too bad. We'll see how this goes. Let's get into Chloe Ting.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Searches of her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair. They'll put you down and leave you there, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the
Oh, all right. Just finished the Chloe Ting section. I will say I'm not a very big fan of the standing workouts, and by standing I mean not like the HIIT workouts. I mean the standing abs and stuff. Not as big a fan of those, but I do really like the other ab workouts. I will say that. Those I do enjoy. All right, I'm gonna take a quick breather, get some water, and then we're gonna move on to the treadmill for the 2-mile run.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music, energies like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see it's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's some magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. Got chills down my back, you do it right. The way you're holding.
I got my coffee. Let's talk about final thoughts in regards to the Chloe Ting Summer Shred 2023. I have wanted to do one of these programs through Chloe Ting for a very long time, and I've started one before. Last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I did 2 weeks of the Summer Shred, and then life just got crazy and I just didn't finish it because I'll be honest, one thing I've learned through this experience is that it's a lot of workouts to commit to. I am used to my running schedule where I run 4 days a week, because if I run any more than that distance-wise, it just shreds the bottom of my feet. I end up with plantar fasciitis. And so I am not used to working out most days of the week. I haven't done that in a very long time. So it's a lot to commit to because you're committing like 45 minutes every single session. And sometimes, unless you're really, really good at planning out your day, which I am most of the time, it's kind of difficult to get all of the workouts in. I will say that. I did find some new exercises, like compound exercises I really enjoyed, mostly the ab exercises. One thing that, I think I even mentioned it, that I felt like I was lacking and I started to include on top of these workouts was some more arm exercises. So when it comes to this workout program, it's very much centered around women, what women want, especially like this Western idea of female bodies and what's fit for female bodies. And so it's very heavily focused on the legs, the tummy area, and especially the booty. And there's really not a whole lot for the arms. I think there were 2 videos, maybe, I might have to look. There were, I think, 2 videos in the entire program that were arm focused. And even those, it was like a combination of arms and core or arms and something else. And so about a week into this program, I felt like I was lacking a lot of that. And so I included some arm exercises of my own. So some of the definition that you saw in the before and after in the arms, I credit more to my own workouts than I would this program. I will say that you do get a little bit of an arm workout. So if you've never lifted weights before or trained arms, then you do get a little bit of that just from some of the core exercises, because you do have to hold yourself up to do a plank, and you have to hold yourself up to do some of these other exercises, the tricep dips. I really like those tricep dips, by the way. I forget what they're called, but I do like them. So there is a certain amount of arm strength that just comes naturally from doing some of the other movements. But to say that it's focused or that there's anything for your arms, I wouldn't really say that there's a lot there for that. What I really like about, especially the Summer Shred, but Chloe Ting's programs as a whole, because I looked through a lot of them on her website where they're laid out and you can just click the links to get to the video for the day. What I really like about her workouts is that they're very user-friendly and they're very easy to follow for novice fitness people. So if you've never worked out before, or you haven't ever spent a ton of time in the gym, you weren't in any sports, then they're really easy to follow. And it's easy to cater these workouts to your own body's fitness level at that moment. And you can always add weight as you go, which is something that I wish I had done. Looking back, especially this last week, but halfway through the workout, I was starting to get kind of bored because the movements were not holding the same impact as they were before. So I do wish that I had incorporated more weights, some of the resistance bands. I wish I had incorporated that more. I didn't start doing more weight until the end. I didn't show a lot of that on camera just because it was kind of difficult to get set up to film that. And I didn't want to film like a gigantic time lapse and edit it all. So long story short, I got a little lazy with that. But I did add a little bit of weight in the end. And like I said, I was doing my own arm workouts at the end just to increase some of that. And I would say that I did have quite a bit of difference. I feel a lot healthier. Mentally, I feel better. And I mean, you can see a difference, but for me, the point wasn't to like visibly look any different. I just wanted to get in better shape. I wanted to jumpstart back into a regular running routine for myself, and I wanted to feel stronger. I haven't focused on building muscle in a long time, and that is definitely something that I will continue into the future. Would I do one of Chloe Ting's programs again? Probably not, but I recommend them to people who have not worked out before or are wanting to get a start. The only reason I wouldn't do a whole program again is because I plan on building from here and getting into the gym and lifting heavy. I want to lift some heavy weights, try and increase more of my strength so that I'm a better runner. Not just that, but so that I have more stability. That is something that I really want to gain, is a lot more like muscular stability, so that I can have better running form and feel overall better, because I am getting older. Let's say that. I'm not old, but I am getting older, and I know that lifting weights as you get older is really good for your body. Maintaining bone health even is really important, and that is something that runs in my family, and lifting weights is one way to combat that. So I don't think that I would do a whole program again, but I do plan on incorporating some of these workouts or some of the exercises that I've learned through these programs. I do plan on incorporating some of them into like my normal strength routine. It's also worth noting that halfway into, not even halfway, more like a third of the way in, I started incorporating runs again. So I was running an average, excuse the little guy there. I was running an average of like a mile every time not every time, but 4 days. I ran 4 days a week. I was running an average of a mile. I started slow. I definitely could have done more, especially as we got halfway into the Chloe Ting workout and I gained a lot more muscle strength. I could tell that it had increased my running ability and suddenly my body wanted to run a lot further. I did not push it because, like I said, I'm starting slow and I also have a goal. I've never raced a 10K. I've definitely run a 10K. I've run 4 half marathons, done some 5Ks, but I've never raced the 10K distance, which is between the two. And I had this idea, because it lined up with a local race, that as I'm getting back into running, I finally race a 10K and I want to run a fast 10K. And so I'm starting slow, building up strength, and really pushing myself in the speed workouts because I'm more focused on getting fast versus just the stamina of going a long ways, which is what I typically focus on when I'm distance training for like half marathons and marathons. Usually I focus a little more on the stamina and not so much on speed. So I don't know that my experience is exactly like an accurate portrayal of the Chloe Ting workout. Oh, my finger's in the shot. So like I said, I don't know that my experience with this program is really super accurate because I did do the whole program, but I added in 4 runs a week on top of the strength training. And I also incorporated arm workouts. And you can definitely tell through here that I was working the arms a little more. And so did I do Chloe Ting's workouts the way that they were intended to be done for the Summer Shred 2023? Kind of. I did the plan. But again, I did incorporate more cardio and more arm workouts. So I don't have any complaints with this program. I think it's great. I think if you've never worked out before, this is a perfect way to start. And even if you are not new to it, but you just want to grow and lift more weights and develop that, this is a great way to kind of train your body because you can incorporate weights in most of these workouts. And it's really fun. I liked them for sure. So highly recommend the Chloe Ting Summer Shred. So that's everything for this video. Like I said, from here, I'm planning to continue my running progression for distance training, planning to do that. I'm planning on running and finally racing a 10K in September. So we're building up to that 10K distance, 6.1 miles, I believe. And then from there, my plan is to continue, run a half marathon, and then hopefully continue the training and finally run the full marathon. I've never raced it. I've trained for a marathon. I've gotten mostly through marathon training, but I've never made it to race day. So I want to do that. Eventually, I'd like to run an ultra marathon. Probably not this year, but that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the links below to all of my books. Shade of the Shadowlands just came out. I'm currently working on Mistress of Shadows, and I just released the publication date. So that will be out. The final book in the trilogy is coming out October 30th. So be on the lookout for that. Follow me. The links to my social media are down below. Let's connect. Let's talk books, fitness if you want to, and keep in touch. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you've done one of these programs before, have you done a lot of strength training? What are your fitness goals? Let me know all the things. Let's talk about it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.